habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Second and 6. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And it's 3rd down.
gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The pass. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. That is caught at the 7. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. In a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Kicker on for the point after.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A throw out line complete to his running back right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
9:55. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Right here. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Quit talking about it and bring it. Go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
39-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the counter now on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your own fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Broncos.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Broncos, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.